Yeah, so my guy Jordan Love's looking to capitalize on the end of that last season, and Philadelphia and Jalen Hurts are looking to prove that offseason didn't kill them. Does any team need a hot start to their season more than the Eagles?
So I think this is pretty obvious that the Eagles have to unequivocally start the season well, or else I think Sirianni could be fired early. So the Eagles are in Brazil for the Packers game. Everyone on the Eagles is complaining about going to Brazil. They then host the Falcons. Now they get a little extra rest, but they are, it's a long flight, obviously. They absolutely could start 0-2. You start 0-2, and then you're at the Saints, at the Bucs, host the Browns. Man, you better sweep that set. If an Eagles team that barely lost it all 2 years ago, last year started 10-1, and now has lost 6 of 7 games, you've already fired both coordinators. I happen to believe the loss of Jason Kelce is absolutely massive. For my purposes, there is no team that needs a hotter start in the NFL this year than Philadelphia. And I don't listen, I'm not as high on the Packers as you are, but I am not bullish on the Eagles in this game. That game might show up in the gambling section of the show, so we'll wait a moment
I was about to say,
to get further into it.
Would you put money on Sirianni being the first head coach to be fired this year?
So the problem with that is Dennis Allen exists. So Dennis Allen and the Saints, the Saints, they do get the Panthers in week 1, but week 2 they're out the Cowboys. Week 3 they're home for Philly. Week 4 they're at the Falcons. Week 5 they're at the Chiefs. Week 6 they're home for the Bucs. They could start 1-5. And then so Dennis Allen's seat is very hot, and Bobby Saleh's seat is warm adjacent. And so I don't know about first coach fired, but he's on the very short list in my opinion.
Okay.
The very short list. And it's not so much that I think like McCarthy's on the hot seat as well, but I don't think he's going to get fired during the year. For Sirianni McCarthy, it's more, are you going to be brought back next year than it is, are you going to be fired early? But Sirianni absolutely could be fired during the season if it starts going poorly. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.